Have you ever accidentally saved a life? I was just lying in bed scrolling Instagram at like 11 p.m. when my phone rang. Unknown number. I almost hit decline because who calls that late, right? But something made me answer it. This raspy voice goes, "I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call. Wrong number." Then there's just silence. But before he could hang up, I heard something in the background that made my stomach drop. A woman crying, loud thumping sounds, and this faint voice saying, "Please stop." "Wait, are you okay?" I asked, suddenly wide awake. The man paused for like 3 seconds, then hung up. My heart was racing. I mean, it could have been a TV in the background, right? Maybe some drama show or a prank call. But something about that panic in that woman's voice made me feel sick. I called back immediately. No answer. Called again. Nothing. I'm sitting there staring at my phone thinking I'm probably being dramatic, but I couldn't shake it. I opened my call log, wrote down the number, and called the police non-emergency line. Felt stupid doing it too. The operator listened while I explained everything I heard. She didn't make me feel crazy about it, which was nice. She said they'd look into it and took my information. I figured that was it. Probably nothing would come of it. 2 hours later, an officer called me back. I was half asleep when my phone rang again. They had tracked the phone to a trailer park about 2 towns over. When they got there, they found a woman locked in a bedroom. Her boyfriend had been high on something for days, getting violent and paranoid. She'd been trapped in there for almost 2 days with no food or water. Turns out she had secretly grabbed his phone while he was passed out and tried to dial 911. But in her panic, she misdialed by one number. Instead of reaching emergency services, she accidentally called me. That was her trying to reach someone, anyone, for help. The officer told me she had bruises all over her arms, a broken rib, and was severely dehydrated. She told them she was sure she wouldn't have survived another night. He was getting worse each hour, more aggressive. That phone call was her last attempt to reach out before giving up completely. When the cops arrived, they heard shouting through the thin walls. The guy was screaming at her, throwing things around. They had to break down the door because he'd barricaded it with furniture. Found her curled up in the corner of the bedroom, terrified. The woman kept asking the officers who had called them. When they told her about me, she started crying again, but good crying this time. She said she'd been praying someone would hear her, that someone would care enough to not just hang up. The boyfriend got arrested. Multiple charges including kidnapping and assault. Turns out he had a history of this stuff with other girlfriends. The woman went to stay with her sister in another state. A week later, I got a letter from her. She didn't know my name, so she addressed it to the woman who answered my call. She thanked me for not hanging up, for believing what I heard was real, for making that call to police. Said most people would have just assumed it was a TV or ignored it completely.